what I wouldn't give for a Holocaust cloak.
There we cannot help you.
What this do?
How did you get that?
At Miracle Max's. It fits so nice, I could keep it.
All right, come on, help me out.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight we are going to be taking a look at the very last figure from the McFarlane Toys, the Princess Bride line. Now, if you remember, the last figure we looked at was Princess Buttercup in her wedding dress, and I said I probably wouldn't pick this guy up because he was like $40, and the only thing that they really changed is they gave him a cloak and a different head sculpt. So I didn't think it was worth it unless I found him on clearance, and I did find him on clearance, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. But first off, let's take a look at Fezzik with his cloak. Now, I'm sure you're wondering and taking a look at this packaging and saying, that's not so prestige, Scorp. What in the world happened there? Well, that's a funny story. You see, the other day... Uh-oh, that sounded like I hit something.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think I did. Hang on, it's stuck.
Oh no.
It's a package. It was from GameStop.
So it's a toy.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh well. It might be alright. I'll open the box up and see. There's always hope. So, as a public service announcement, if you have packages delivered to your house on a regular basis, please check your garage doors before you leave or before you come home, and make sure that the delivery man didn't haphazardly put them in front of the garage door, hoping that you'd have the good sense to see it. But sometimes you don't. So, I'm very happy. I don't think the figure suffered any damage, and we'll take a look at that when we get him out of the box. But anyway, taking a look at the package as it were. As you can see, it comes in a nice black box. You have McFarlane Toys up here. You have 12 plus. You have the Princess Bride, Fezzik with Cloak. You can see Fezzik in there. Turning it around to this side of the mangled box, you have the Princess Bride. You have Fezzik and Cloak. You have McFarlane Toys all disfigured down there with the Spawn symbol. On the back of the box, you have the Princess Bride. You have Fezzik, Dread Pirate Roberts, Indigo Montoya, Princess Buttercup with Red Riding Dress, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, blah, 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 all sorts of fun stuff. On this side of the box, the Princess Bride, Wesley and Buttercup, McFarlane Toys. Down at the bottom, on the top of the box, as it were, the Princess Bride. Little bitty symbols and floral designs. That is really nice. And finally, coming to the bottom, you just have some credits for the box and a barcode. Alright, that's it for the box. So let's go ahead and put this thing out of its misery and get Fezzik out of the box and see what he can do. And here we have Fezzik out of the box with his Holocaust cloak. And out of the box, he stands approximately 9.5 inches tall. And he comes with this nice figure stand. Now, it is black, it's round, and, obviously he can step on it. But the problem with this is, he doesn't really need it because he's so big and bulky. He does not have any trouble balancing. So if you want this, you can have it. If not, just throw it with the others. So, coming back to Fezzik, he is a big, beefy piece of plastic, so that is really neat. So let's take a closer look at him. And coming real close in on the head sculpt, we can see that it is basically the same exact head sculpt on the previous figure, with the hair and the eyes even cutting to the left. The nose may be a little softer, and the mouth is a different sculpt. So if we bring out the original, let's get them both here in the frame. Wow, those are some big boys. You can see, let's get them a little closer together. Yeah, there is not much difference here except in the mouth of the head sculpt. And here you have kind of an open mouth as opposed to the smiling with a little bit of teeth showing in the original. And that's pretty much going to be it. I mean, seriously, if we scroll down, we can see that the costume is the same sculpt and mold. Even the fists are the same with the closed and the open hands here. It is basically identical costume, same colors, pretty much everything, even coming to the back of the figure. I don't know what that was, a little bit of crud on him. So yeah, there's not a lot of difference. So yeah, that's pretty much it to show off when it comes to what the new Fezzik looks like. All right, moving on. And for our articulation, basically it's going to be the same articulation as the previous Fezzik, but we'll go over it anyway. Starting at the head can go around 360 degrees. It does have a little bit of wiggle and waggle, so it can go down, it can go up a little bit, left and then right, so that is pretty neat. Coming to the shoulders can come up from the body a little bit and then back down. They can go around 360 degrees. He does not have a bicep rotation. He does have a elbow bend, which is good. It gets you just at 90 degrees. If not, it's just a little less, but that is all right. And that will bring you down to a forearm rotation, 360 degrees there. Coming down to the fist can go around 360 degrees, and it is built into a hinge, so it can hinge back and forward. And if you turn it this way, you can get it up and down, so that is pretty neat. Coming to the middle of the body, he does have waist articulation, 360 degrees all the way around. Coming down to some legs, which are kind of stiff. You can't really get forward much, maybe like a click. Nothing really back because the butt gets in the way, but you can get some nice side movement there, so that is neat. Coming down, the knee bend is built into the boot, so you're basically moving the entire boot back to get your knee bend, which is okay, I guess. Bringing back the boot, it is a single piece, so you can twist it all the way around for a boot cut, 360 degrees. Coming down to the foot, and the foot has a lot of good rotation in it. You can actually move it all the way up, so that is good, and then back down a little bit. Then the main foot itself is on a rocker. It goes 360 degrees all the way around, and then you have some toe articulations for when he's climbing the cliffs of insanity. Or if you want to break his toe. Ouch! All right, and that's pretty much going to be Fezzik's articulation. Moving on. So the main selling point for this figure is that he comes with this nice black cloak. You can see it's nice and large enough for it to cover him. It's made out of nice stretchy material. You have a nice hood here at the top. Can go over his head, and you have these nice strings that you can tie it around his neck if you were so inclined. Now you could put this on other characters if you wanted to, but it would just basically envelop them. So basically this is for him because it fits so nice, and yeah, you could just put that there and he could be the Dread Pirate Roberts. Come for your swords. And that's pretty much the only accessory he comes with besides the figure stand that we already took a look at. Alright, moving on. And for comparison, here you have 3 lost circus performers, Raiding the Castle, and Final Escape. And those are going to be your figure comparisons. Moving on. And this has been the McFarlane Toys, The Princess Bride, Fezzik with his cloak. And this will wrap up the last figure in the entire series of The Princess Bride. And as I said before, I really love these figures. I really wish there was more, but alas, there is not. So, the only thing I could say about this figure is it's pretty much the same as the original Fezzik figure, except it comes with a cloak and he has a different mouth. And with just those 2 changes, I'm really not going to recommend this figure if you have the original, because the original, even though he doesn't come with a cloak, he does have a rock and a peanut, which are 2 of the more famous items that Fezzik is known to have. And in essence, you'll just be paying $40 for a cloak. and a smirk. But if you are a completist and you want this figure, then by all means go out and pick him up. I just don't think there is enough difference here to really justify the $40 price point. That being said, I was able to find my version of the figure on clearance for $18 at the GameStop. And if you go right now, he is still listed for $17.98 online at the GameStop. So if you're looking for this guy, happy hunting. And that's going to wrap it up for Fezzik and his cloak and the Princess Bride figures in general. So guys, I hope you liked the video, and until next time, keep playing.